Welcome to Colchester Royal Grammar School, and welcome to parents as well as prospective students. It's a real shame that you couldn't physically be here to capture the atmosphere of our historic buildings. Hopefully our virtual open evening will give you a good idea of the ethos of the school and capture what we're trying to do. It is a special school. We have about 400 students in the sixth form, approximately a third of which are girls, and we have a small boarding contingent as well. It is a school and not a sixth form college, so there are certain rules and regulations and a dress code that goes with that as well. There's a lot of academic support, a lot of pastoral support, and we run the school on enrichment, so there's a huge range of extracurricular activities as well. It's a multicultural school, so we celebrate difference, and we try and instill a certain outlook on life, one which is based on respect and manners, but also the pursuit of excellence. It is also a school with traditional values, and I make no excuse for that. So we have very forward-looking students and staff, and that blend with our traditional values leads to great success. We have no catchment area at CRGS, so students come from far and wide. Majority of the students come from the local schools, and you'll see on the PowerPoint slide, probably your school is mentioned there. As I mentioned, we do have a small boarding contingent, and so there is an international flavour to our sixth form as well. And we currently have students from Japan, Hong Kong. We always have students from Hong Kong here, from Germany, from Italy as well. I mentioned the boarding. It is one of only 30 state boarding schools. What it actually means, it's a state school, therefore all the students have to have a British passport, the education is free, and the boarders just pay for their board and keep. But it does add that sort of international element to the school, and we learn about a lot of cultures by doing so. They're also very successful because we can add some extra academic support into the boarding, and they will go to the best universities across the world, as you will see. This is an academic school, and if you come here you'll be working with like-minded, very bright young people, and we specialise in A-levels. There is no particular subject area which is stronger than others. So, for example, we've got the modern languages there. Now, we are also a member of the BAS schools, that's the boys' selective schools. And our modern languages are rated as the best in the country. So, we're very successful at languages, English and the modern languages. We've got the humanities there, very successful, very popular. We'll get many applications to university. Currently we've got about 20 students, Oxbridge applications, just from the humanities. And we are known for our classics. There's not many schools now who are offering classical Greek as part of their A-levels, and it's a unique feature of the school. Music and art, very successful. Again, we've probably got about 16 to 20 students currently at university either studying music or with scholarships or bursaries or choral scholarships at university. The maths and the sciences, again, very popular. Out of about 190 students in year 12, about 160 are doing A-level maths, and typically we'll have 90 to 130 doing each of the sciences, so very popular again. And lastly, computing. There's not many schools offering A-level computing now, very popular once more. And what the technology department haven't done for engineering, we need to be here to see it. In terms of results, you're probably watching this video because of our reputation. Last year's results were a bit unusual across the country, so I thought I'd give you the 2019 results. Last year's results were the best ever we've ever had, but it was a bit unusual circumstances. So typically we'll get 70% A star A. That is creeping up slowly. We're aiming to push that towards 80 and 90%. Last year, for example, out of about 190 students, we had over 130 of them got 3 A star A's or better. We had almost 50 with 3 A stars or better. And the average point score in 2019 was 178, which gives you a sort of flavour of typically what the students will achieve. We do get recognition from that, both in the league tables, where we have been over the past 15 years one of the top performing, if not the top performing at A-level school in the country, and a number of recognition from other awards as well. I've put the Oxbridge numbers on that slide as well. Oxbridge is not the be-all and end-all, but it is a measure of the school, and it's something we're very successful at. What our staff are very good at are teaching that top end and achieving the best results and the best outcome for their students. So we're averaging 35 Oxford and Cambridge offers each year. Last year was 39, so the number is slowly creeping up. And medicine again, the medical related professions are again very popular. This year, for example, our current year 13, we had 135 fast track applications out of 195 students. Fast track are applications to Oxford and Cambridge and the medical professions. They're only called fast track because you have to get them in earlier than other applications. So within that there was over 40 applications just for medicine. So you can see this is really the specialism of the school. This is what our staff are really focused at and are geared up in terms of achieving that success for our students. As I said, Oxford and Cambridge and medical professions are not the be-all and end-all. So it doesn't matter where you want to go. If you want to become a musician and go to a conservatoire, we'll get you to the best places there. We often have applications to internships or apprenticeships. An example is the Dyson apprenticeship. So this is a really interesting scheme. Dyson have developed a scheme where you can get a degree in electrical engineering, no fees. They pay you a living allowance for 3 years, and you work for Dyson. So you get work experience and a degree, and you don't have to get no debt as well. So we have got 2 people currently in that Dyson scheme, one of which last year got 3 A stars and an A and rejected an offer from Imperial College. So it's not just Oxford and Cambridge and the top universities. We will get you to wherever you want to be. In terms of the universities though, currently we've got not only students in this country but also applications abroad. So we've currently got a student at MIT, one in Toronto in Canada. We always get students in Hong Kong University, which is really hard to get into actually, but because of our boarding contingent we always have some from Hong Kong. So it's not just the UK, it is the best around the world. We do have a reputation of being an academic crammer school, but if you tell our students that, they will tell you that's not the case. We run this school on enrichment, and that's how we get our best results. So you'll find if you were to come here, there's lots and lots of clubs and societies. Academic ones, non-academic ones, a whole range. Lots of academic competitions, maths competitions, science ones, economic competitions, essay competitions, public speaking, the whole works. This is run largely by our students. Some of the more academic societies do have an ulterior motive. The students don't know it and don't tell them, but some of the ones are actually designed to get the students to be able to go into an interview and really present themselves well, but also to study way beyond the syllabus as well. So there is an ulterior motive to some of these. Just to give you an example of our pursuit of excellence, there's a few students that I've picked out over the last few years. So Gorak there, he's a national Mensa chess champion. You've got to be pretty bright to be a national Mensa chess champion. Jess was a dance champion. Gabrielle, I had to give Gabrielle time off when he was here because he was in the Italian maths team and they were playing against Russia. I'm not sure how you play maths, but still. He was playing against Russia and he had to go to Russia for a couple of weeks for that international competition. Sam was an incredible public speaker. We have some really strong public speakers at the school actually. Tech and Max there, I've got them down there, brilliant musicians, absolutely brilliant. Max is at MIT at the moment studying physics. And Tom and Matt I've got up there and Joe, national or close to national sporting achievements. We've also got somebody which is quite close to the national sailing team as well. It's just an example of our pursuit of excellence. Now I will give you one more. This is our relatively special physics team, because I think this sort of encompasses some of the ethos of the school. So this team entered a international competition, and the competition was to design an experiment to run on the in CERN, the accelerator in CERN. Their experiment was about relativity and trying to provide some experimental evidence to support the theory of relativity. They won the competition, and the prize was a week in CERN doing their experiment with real physicists. That's fantastic. That is what real education is, and the students got a huge amount out of that. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed my short talk here. I do hope I receive an application from you, and I look forward hopefully to seeing you in September as well. Thank you very much.